here a question about the nervous system and the different types of neurons which transmit electrical impulses. It says, complete the table by stating 3 differences in the structure of a motor and a sensory neuron. So look here, we've got 2 really simplified diagrams of a motor and a sensory neuron. These 2 parts are the cell body. We've got the axon going away from the cell body. So the axon here is away from the cell body on a sensory neuron. The dendron goes towards the sensory body on a sensory neuron. We've got myelin sheath, should be on both neurons, which is the fatty insulating layer. We have dendrites at the end of the cells. Okay, and we've got to state 3 differences. Okay, so first of all, in the motor neuron, the cell body is found in the central nervous system. So this part will be in the central nervous system. And this part will then lead into an effector. Whereas in a sensory neuron, this isn't in the central nervous system. The central nervous system is down here. Okay, if the impulse is going that way. So cell body, not in central nervous system. So we're doing a direct comparison. You've got to have comparative statements. So they must be made in the same row. So the cell, stay with the cell body is in different positions. So the cell body at the end, whereas in a sensory neuron, cell body is in the middle of the neuron. Right, let's talk about these dendrites then. So the dendrites here are connecting directly to the cell body. So in a motor neuron, the dendrites connect directly to cell body. Whereas in a sensory neuron, you can clearly see they're not connected. So dendrites don't connect directly to cell body. If we look at the axon in a sensory neuron is a lot shorter than the axon in a motor neuron. So you can just say longer axon, longer. So this one's a shorter axon, comparative. Right, in a sensory neuron, the part that's leading to the cell body is called the dendron. We don't have a part leading to cell body in a motor neuron, so there's no dendron, where in a sensory, dendron is present. And the final one, this ends, the motor neuron ends in a motor end plate, so it ends in a motor end plate. Whereas the sensory neuron starts and connects to a receptor. So it starts and connects to a receptor in your sensors. Okay, so I've stated 6 comparisons there. For the marks, you needed to state 3, and it would be worth 3 marks. So you'll get 1 mark for each comparative statement.